Damn, is it really dark? How's everybody doing? Good evening. It's pretty dark. At least I have it horizontal, it's not vertical. Sometimes you guys get to see me. How's everybody doing? Another episode in my office. I was just watching When They Saw Us on Netflix. It's the first show that as soon as you get on Netflix, it's the first show that they put on. I'm like, let me check it out. A lot of people are talking about it. So let me check it out. And it's pretty good. When They Saw Us. It's about the Central Park Five. I like how they set up in the beginning. You introduce the characters. The funny thing about it's not funny, it's ironic. When they see us, you can't really see me right now in this video. Maybe I don't want you to see me. Maybe I don't want to be seen right now. But I want to be heard because I got a message. And it just sucks what they went through. And one thing stuck out to me without even me knowing a lot of things. I heard there's a big backlash on this woman named Linda Farstein. I just think she pushed to get these five black and Hispanic, or four black kids and one Puerto Rican, like really locked up. They did it. Rah. Locked them up. Rah. Locked them up. 1989. Legal Black Heat. So I didn't know about this. It wasn't until like 2000 until De Blasio took office and got them out. I guess he did like one good thing. And then they got $41 million. What's up, Pigeon Blaster? What's up, Mayonnaise? But even $41 million, is that enough to compensate for your freedom, your childhood being taken away? I think they were 16 years old. Then they went to prison for a crime they never committed, a rape they never committed. A guy confessed to that rape and confessed to the rape. And in 2002, he was being charged for another crime. And he's like, fuck it, man, let me just confess to the other one. And then they started looking into that. And it sucks how easy, how quickly they are to put us in rooms, right, with free food, TV, room and board. Quick to put us in those rooms, in that hotel. All right, they put us in hotels. I'm in the dark because I don't want to be seen when they see us. I don't want to be seen by them, by they. So, I don't know. It's like the whole message. I'm trying to be ironic here. You feel me? The whole irony of the title and being in the dark and black kids getting arrested for not committing a crime. Just the whole irony there. By the Chinese techno-fascists. And there was a part in this that Trump, right? Trump put out an ad to get these boys arrested or like there was a whole big public it just had everybody divided. And this was 1989. And the same thing that happened back then is even happening now. Just think about it, folks. I like to say think about it. Because we don't do a lot of that thinking about it. Just sit back and think about it. Yeah, another reason, to divide us even more. Just like to turn on the flames, to heat it up. Because honestly, watching this, I'm like, damn, that's messed up. Everybody was racist. Linda Farstein, right? She was the one that, and then she made money off this. Well, these black kids and the Puerto Rican are in jail suffering for a crime they didn't commit. This bitch is making money as a prosecutor and she's selling books. The Adventures of Alexandra Cooper. And she was, until 2015, she was doing books. I think she released another book this year. Think about that, like who they are. You go to her Wikipedia and it says American, but the last names in the husband says otherwise. And you realize who is causing all this division. Think about that. Who is causing the division? Who subverts and infiltrates and just causes division within? Think about that. Who wants whites and blacks to always be fighting against each other? Who wants legals and illegals always fighting each other? Just think about that. There you go. Those Eskimos. Then again, you know, you go to jail, you come out, you can't vote, you can't get a job, can't really do much. So what you gonna do? You do stupid shit. You end up back in jail. It becomes a vicious, vicious cycle until you see it. Growing up in New York City, you see that a lot of your friends, oh, not my friends, but let's say you grew up in a bad neighborhood, you see a lot of your friends go to jail or get caught up in stuff. And it's just a vicious, vicious cycle. Some people you just can't get out of. Like crime, it runs in the family, it's all around them. Drugs is the easy way to make money. But who's bringing those drugs into the hoods? Who's bringing the drugs from Vietnam or Cambodia? How is that heroin and crack coming from Colombia or Mexico or Vietnam? You ever seen American Gangster? How they used to bring the drugs in the dead bodies of the soldiers? Ever wonder why we start having wars in the Middle East? Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. Just think about it. Is it really for democracy or is it just for oil and drugs? Drugs to keep us numb. Drugs to keep us down. I'm talking about those chemical drugs, other drugs that uplift you and make you think. Like I say, think about it. Think about it. And then I was watching how the kid was getting beat up in jail, and he's like, I don't belong here. And all he did was just get beat up. He was young. They just beat the crap out of him. I think he was doing good in school. And it just happened to be like at the wrong place at the wrong time. Because you're just surrounded by all this. Even those kids that try to do good in the bad neighborhoods, they get caught up. You know, they get the wrong bullet, they get mistaken identity. There was an incident a couple of years ago in New York where this Dominican kid, I think it was a Hispanic kid, got beat up real bad. Or shot, I think. Did he die? Yeah, they stabbed him outside the bodega and nobody helped him. And this kid was like a straight A student, or yeah, he was like a good student. He was like and he got stabbed for no reason. Some jealous boyfriend or whatever. I don't know too much of the story, but it was for some stupid. It was for a girl, I think it was, for something really stupid. And the kid gets stabbed in a bodega, and then nobody helps him. He dies. I think he died. What's up, Jude? And it's just New York City. It's a lot of people, a lot of confusion. That's why I can't be up there in New York City. You never see me in New York City. Nothing good ever happens in the bodega. Well, you could get some good, a good bacon, egg, and cheese in a bodega at 2 o'clock in the morning. I mean, what an Arizona iced tea or a Snapple. I want to try to keep it under $4, so I'll go with an Arizona iced tea. Then you get stabbed. Well, you never want to be up around 3 in the morning, the witch's hours in New York City. That's when bad things happen. What's up, Judah Star? We'll watch your uploads. Yeah, man. We talked before. We've done videos before. So I feel bad for those kids too. And then, the guy got out. You get dramatized. I am a cop guy. Cool guy. All right, cool. Thanks, appreciate it. And it just, I got lost in Queens once delivering to JFK Airport, didn't stop for shit. Come to the Bab stream. Yeah, I will. We'll chat up in the Bab stream. Depends what part of Queens. Like Astoria is pretty good. Bayside is good. The parts of Queens you want to be is by the water. Anything around the water is good. Once you start getting into the middle, it's gonna get tricky. Same thing in the Bronx. You want to live in the water. Anything in the outer of the boroughs by the water is where you want to live. Is the safest. It was in the area not by the water. Exactly. See, I already know. If you're by the water, you're safe. There's condos. There's everything. Once you start going into the meats and the potatoes, the middle, that's when it gets a little dangerous. Like more populated. It's not racist. It's the truth. You got to go by that. It's the way New York City is. The way they designed it too. You think about it. Well, Manhattan now. The Central Park 5 happened in 1989. Anything below 110th Street, that's white people. 110 and up then you get the Puerto Ricans. From 110 to 125th is like Puerto Ricans and blacks. And then 125th Harlem. All the way up to let's say 145th is all blacks. Maybe up to 165. I think 165 it is. And then you start seeing Dominicans at 165. No, I would say blacks is 125 to maybe 180. And Washington Heights is around 180. Yeah, the 180s to the 200s, 204, that's Dominican land. And 110 down is white people, rich. All those, the ones by Central Park, from 110, all those $1 million brick stones, brown stones, or whatever they're called. And then you start getting to the Midtown. From 110 to 59th Street, that's the outer parts of the Central Park. Then you start getting to like the business, the where the Trump Tower is at 59th Street, the plaza, all the way down. That's financial district and real expensive. Queens, you have Astoria, you have your Greeks, you got Colombians, Mexicans. Like once you start getting to the end line, which is on the outer part by the water, it's all white people, Polish, Greeks. And then you start taking the 7, you start going in deep, you start seeing the change of the race. You got the Hispanics, And then you got the Asians at the end of the 7, which is Flushing. Flushing is Chinatown up there. The other Chinatown. So they got Flushing. So it's pretty cool and diverse how New York City is. You can find anything and anything there 24/7. You just got to stay out of trouble. And it sucked that, the one kid, he was with his girlfriend eating Kennedy Fried Chicken. Then his friend is banging on the window like, yo, we're going to the park, yo. If he would have stayed eating the Kennedy Fried Chicken with his girlfriend, none of this would have happened. Dude, it's like, 1 minute you're eating Kennedy Fried Chicken with hot sauce and French fries and with your girlfriend, and then you just get peer pressured into what everybody else is doing. Then you get caught up in this situation. I know they're kids, they were young, but it's late at night. Sometimes just try to stay away from bad situations. Like earlier today, it was pouring rain. I didn't feel like driving. I was like, why am I going to risk myself driving in the rain? I'm not in a rush. Sometimes being in a rush somewhere, you're never going to get there. It's better to be late than never to get there at all. I always use that excuse at work because I was always late. So I was like, you know what? That was my excuse. When I used to drive from the Bronx to Brooklyn, it was like an hour and a half ride. I was, why you always come in late? I'm like, well, boss, man, at least I'm here. If I would have rushed to work, I would have gotten into an accident. Then I would have not made it today. I would have not made it tomorrow, perhaps the rest of the week. So me being late 10 to 15 minutes on average, I think it's best for the company. It worked for 10 years. Just think about it. You wake up early. You're in a rush. You got to drop off your kids. You got to do all this crazy stuff. And then you got to be rushed to work. You rush it to work. And then you get stuck in traffic. You're upset. Your whole day is already ruined before you even get to work. And once again, you're on this 9 to 5 cycle, right? You wake up at 6 to be at work at 9. You get out of work at 5 to be home at 7. So you're spending like 3 hours, 4 hours commuting to work. Even on the train, sometimes it takes like an hour and a half on the train. 3 hours of commuting, ladies and gentlemen. 3 hours a day. Be in a New York City subway for 90 minutes. I don't know what you're talking about, Judas. You wrote a bunch of words and just like one single sentence at a time, please. I don't know what narrative. It's like you're writing like an essay every time you talk to me, essay. It's like, yo, chill, man. Just give me a sentence. Read me a line. Like what topic? 15 minutes to work. Man, that's a dream right there. Man, 50. Do you get to work late, Dustin? Sometimes, even if you're 15 minutes to work, you take it for granted. I used to be 20 minutes to work, and sometimes I always cut it close. When I'm 45 minutes to work, I will always make it on time. Yep, I'm late. You see, you take it for granted. I used to work 5 minutes for my job. From my house. For the past year, all my jobs have been close. Judas, are you a Fed? Just think about it, folks. Just think about it. You know, we consume so much news that we don't think about it. We let the news think for us. We let the news shape our public opinion on things. Like, let's get back to that Central Park 5. And you're watching the media. Yeah, those black kids in Puerto Rican are bad. They raped that woman. Rah! Because that's what the media was feeding us, was fueling us, just like now. Yeah, I don't know, narrative. Yeah, I don't know what. And the media now, you watch Fox News, you watch CNN, either or, you're being fed a narrative. You're being fed anger. So you're driving to work, right? What do you listen to? Talk radio? Oh, I remember listening to talk radio. That's when I was, I voted for Obama in 2008. And then I started listening to talk radio in 2009. And Alex Jones and all that. That's when I started getting woke. But I remember like my first experience would be Mark Levin. Yeah, I actually was Curtis and Cool. It was Mark Levin, Sean Hannity. Because I used to listen to a lot of sports talk. And then I just got tired of listening to sports. It was 2009. The Yankees just finished winning a championship. And I was like, let me listen to some talk radio. And it was Mark Levin that I was listening to on my way home. And then I started listening to Imus in the morning. And who else was in the morning? Oh, this was politics. Mike Gallagher. That other PragerU, that Prager guy. I was listening to him. Michael Savage. I was listening to him. What's up, Nick? WFAN, yeah, of course, 660. I'm sad Tony Page is retiring. I love listening to WFAN at night. I'm gonna call in one day. I like Tony Page. He has a soft voice. Or JJ's a little too loud for me. But I miss Boomer and Carlton. I used to listen. Oh, that's what it was. Boomer and Carlton. It was always Boomer and Carlton in the mornings. I used to listen to. It's one of the best morning shows. Because they make you laugh. I used to watch La Mega, Luis Jimenez, El Vacilón de la Mañana. They used to make you laugh. But then you start watching the news, listening to the news, so that's when I started getting mad about Obama. Like, fuck Obama. Yeah, our health care. Then I lost my job because of Obamacare. Fuck Obama, like in 2010. And, I started listening to more Sean Hannity and Mark Levin. But there was one show that I liked the most was Curtis and Kubi. Because you would get like a right winger and a left wing. And they will always argue, and that's fun. That was entertaining. Like they will always argue, fuck you. I don't like Funk Flex. Funk Flex talks too much. Like this is Funk Flex, right? But let me put a song on. This is Funk Flex. Boop. Yeah, I want to give a shout out to my boy Ricky Markey. Funk Flex, we're going to be live here Friday, folks. We're going to be live Friday. Let's get back to the music. There's your boy Funk Flex on the 1s and 2 here on a Thursday night. Yeah, don't you forget, my name is Funk Flex, and I'm glad you're enjoying this song. Check me out on Twitter, #FunkMasterFlex. Yeah, we're jamming. I'm playing this club banger, ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad you're enjoying this song. Did I say I'm going to be at the club this Friday? Check me out, Funk Flex. Yeah, yeah, folks, we're here in the ones and twos. That's what he does. He fucking talks. And then he talks over the music like, yo, shut up, yo. I'm trying to listen to this shit. And then you take the subways. Now you got bums sleeping on the subways all the time. New York City's this. I'm never going back there. It's like to be out here in tranquility with the birds chirping. The only thing that bothers me is the bugs. I don't know what's worse, these bugs bites or getting stabbed on the subway at 3 o'clock in the morning. Man, taking the train late at night. Take the train at night. I gotta admit, I like to be nice late at night on the train. Fire ants and killer. I think, man, I've been getting bit by fire ants like crazy. Fucking, I hate these fire ants. Fuck, man. You know those killer bees are artificial? Those killer bees, right? They don't even produce honey. They just fuck up shit. Like the real bees are becoming extinct. Then you have the killer bees, the wasps or whatever they are. It was supposed to be like a hybrid or something, and then just be somebody created this kind of bee in a lab, and then it just reproduced like crazy, and they just started killing off the other bees, the ones that produce the honey. I don't think about it, folks. Think about that. Just like messing with wildlife, with nature. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Actually, they're messing with us too. Yeah, the killer bees are killing off the honeybees and the bumblebees. Yep. Like you don't even see bumblebees anymore. All you see is those bastards, the killer bees. That's all you see. Makes you wonder, right? They just start eating up all the resources. And the bumblebees and the honeybees that actually produce stuff can't produce because you have these killer bees just eating up all the resources, not doing anything with it, but stinging people. And how do you stop that? I don't know. I heard I don't know. Look it up. They were saying that there's less bugs now than there were 10 years ago or 20 years ago. I'm like, I see a lot of bugs, but they're saying that it's less than it was 20 years ago, 30 years. So the bug population is going down. So we may say, oh, right, yay, no more bugs. But then there's the other animals that rely on those bugs to eat. I say without the bugs, they would die off. Then they die off. The other animals that eat them would die off. The birds. So it's like a whole chain reaction. Oh, legal Latinos into global warming and nah, just think about it. It's like without even taking sides. That's why forget politics, forget left and right. Just think about it. Use your common sense. Like, just don't be all for one. The one thing you really got to protect, which is what we're losing right now, is free speech. And we're about to lose our Second Amendment. I heard Trump, look, I'm getting into politics, but he wants to ban silencers. Yeah, Dustin, we are doomed. That's why I say enjoy your life. Are you? It's all for show. It's all for division. They're killing off the bees to make nanotech. I heard those little bees, they could become little robots. And could you imagine that stuff? Scary. Those drones too, flying around. Politics is just like WWE. If you look at WWE right now, WWE is controlled by Saudi Arabia. Like, there's certain wrestlers that cannot win the championship around spring because WWE has to go to Saudi Arabia and some wrestlers can't go there. So they're gonna put the championship belt on a guy that can't go to Saudi Arabia because Saudi Arabia gives them a lot of money, billions. So they're worth their money because of Saudi Arabia. Just like most American companies now are owned by Saudi Arabia. Think about that, ladies and gentlemen. Just think about that. Lost faith in Trump. It's 2019. We still don't even have a wall. We have a fence. We still haven't locked her up. We still haven't drained the swamp. But we're getting 5G, right? We're getting 5G. We haven't even fixed the infrastructures, right? On day one, we're going to fix the roads. I don't know if this is happening. I don't know. I'm just, you guys let me know. Think about it. Do your own research. I'm just throwing shit out there. Do the research. People, people like to get upset. Like, oh, you're talking shit. Well, do the research and then correct me. That's the whole point of this stuff. Think about it. Do your own research. Don't just listen. Well, listen. Listen to my message. But also go out there and challenge me. Challenge yourself and do the research. Even do the research on the killer bees. I think there's a video on YouTube about that. We can't speak our minds under Trump. That's why is this censorship happening now under Trump? And he's like, okay. For as much shit we talked about Obama, like, I wasn't getting censored under Obama. Oh, the central, yeah, I was just talking about that, Jay Wills. The central, man, it's eye-opening from the beginning. How they captivated me with the character. Oh, he's an innocent guy, he's an innocent kid, and then he's eating fried chicken with his girlfriend, and then she's telling him not to go, and then he's like, "My boys are calling me," falling in that peer pressure. Wrong place at the wrong time. Now you're fucking locked up for what, 12 years? I locked up for all those years. Man, 1990. So, I came to this country in 1990 legally. I was a resident alien for 10 years, and I became a citizen right a month right before 9/11. It was August 2001. So these kids, right? This happened in 1989. So they were in jail when I was coming to America, like Eddie Murphy. And they were in jail my whole time here in America until around after 9/11. So they missed all that. They didn't even get to watch Power Rangers, ladies and gentlemen. Shit. They didn't get to watch wrestling, The Rock, and they didn't get to see the one kid that liked the Yankees. See, I remember now. He was talking about Corey Wade getting traded or something. He missed the Yankees championship in 1996, 98, 99, 2000. He missed it. No, was it 90, 2000? Against the Mets. Yeah, that's when they beat the Mets. And then they lost 2001 to the Arizona Diamondbacks. That's all I got to say. Pushing for the division, left versus right. Black versus white. That's... And then, it was a good documentary, Netflix. But you also got to realize that all these documentaries on Netflix, they're pushing division. Like they keep pushing that division. Oh, we gotta hate the whites. We gotta hate the blacks. We gotta hate the illegals. They're pushing it. They're pushing it. I have friends the only reason I watch it because I have one of my friends, right? He's like, man, fuck Trump. And he voted for Trump. He's pro-guns. So, I like the pulse of the people. You can't get your pulse of the people from a Brandon Dilley or these MAGA grifters because they're going to sell you that hope porn, that MAGA porn, that MAGA dream, the Q. That's fake shit, You gotta, excuse me, you guys really see what's going on, the pulse of the people. So he was telling me about The Silencer. He's like, oh, you should check out that Central Park movie. I'm like, and that is messed up. To see these kids locked up for no reason. And then when they get out, they don't know what the hell to do. End up going right back to jail. From a young age. As much as we want to criticize the 13%, you got to realize we're in the vicious cycle. Some people could get out, some people can't. Just think about it. Where I'm at now is so peaceful. You don't see the shit that I saw in New York City. You don't see all that ghetto stuff. You don't see it's you can leave your door unlocked over here. Your car, you can leave the windows down and nothing will be stolen. You can't do that in New York City. There's bathrooms, there's public restrooms out here. There's no public restrooms in New York City. That's why you just piss on the sidewalk. You piss in the trains. That's why it smells like piss in the summer. Because people are just pissing everywhere in New York City. But you leave outside of New York City, you realize, holy shit, there's public bathrooms out here. Wow. There's gas stations with bathrooms. If you lived in New York City, you realize how special bathrooms are. Without you having to beg somebody for a freaking key or begging somebody to buzz you in. To use a bathroom in New York City, you gotta beg somebody. May I use your restroom, please? Customers only. Oh, damn it. All right, charge me for a bagel and butter. $3. Oh, what the fuck? You're paying $3 in a bagel that you don't even want to use the restroom in New York City. But, you leave New York City, restroom here, restroom there. And let me tell you, the restrooms outside of New York City are very, very clean. So clean that you might even want to sit down to piss. Right? But yeah. to be incarcerated all those all those years without even doing anything. Sad, very very sad, very very sad. And that chick from Orange Is the New Black is in it. That Puerto Rican chick is in it. But Netflix does push a lot of that. I stand with pride, hashtag pride. Don't forget to hashtag pride. Let YouTube know. I want to let YouTube and my advertisers know I stand with pride and the LGBTQ movement. Legal Latino Heat stands with the LGBTQ movement. Hashtag pride. All right, advertisers, thank you. See? Just want to let my advertisers know. Hashtag pride. I did not sell out. I bought in. It's like buying in, ladies and gentlemen. Just buy in. It's so much easier when you buy in. You don't want to sell out. Once you sell out, you sell out. But when you buy in, you control it. You got control when you buying in. Once you sell out, there's no turning back. So make sure you buy in, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, pride. I mean, you got to stand like the leaders of the LGBTQ movement, like Vox Day. And Vox, you know, they're the beacon, they're the truth. Hashtag pride. That's why June is the best month out of the year. It's the month of love, the month of equality. Hashtag pride. Ladies and gentlemen. So the guy, he died. So while these kids were in jail, Linda Farstein was making money selling books, got a nose job. And now, right now, she shut down all her social media accounts. Oh, I don't want to be found. I don't, because of this Netflix. I'm like, Linda Farstein, you were making all that money selling your books. And now you're just like shutting everything down. You don't want to talk about it. It's not how it works. But that sucks, you know. Think about it, folks. If I leave one message today, just think about it. Don't fall into that whole media. Look, I don't know who was pushing it, Fox News or CNN at the time. What if you were one of those people like, yeah, those 5 motherfuckers did it. Yeah, fuck them. Yeah, I know they did it. They're guilty. Yeah. And then 15 years later, you find out that it was fake news. It was wrong. And then you're like, damn. I was fed a lie by Fox News, CNN. But you don't think about it that way. Same thing now, right? What if you find out 9/11 is different than what the media told you? But you still believe that lie they told you. And then you're like, damn, it was a lie. Just think about it, folks. How many times have we been lied to and then you would just forget about it? That's what the media does. They'll lie to you, but they don't care that they lie to you because you keep coming back. You keep coming back to watch the media. So you just keep lying, like that Rihanna song. Or was it Eminem? Love being lied to. I don't even know how it goes. Hey, Funk Flex. Funk Flex. Pew, pew, pew. That's Funk Flex right there. So it just, think about it, folks. Think about it. Just think about it. Don't, like the whole Russian shit, right? Like these people were fed the whole Russian collusion. And it was fake. All that time wasted watching the news for nothing. You just wasted your life, your time watching CNN, Fox News for fake news. Every hour you waste watching Hannity or Tucker or Ingram or whatever, O'Reilly, you're robbing yourself of that hour from watching me. I probably give you more entertainment than Sean Hannity in these 45 6. If you take out all the commercials from Sean Hannity's show, you're probably gonna get like 33 minutes of content. Think about that. And he gets paid millions for 33 minutes of content. Same thing with his radio show. I used to hate listening to these guys. I used to like watch, well, nothing else, but man, they would go on these commercial reads and live reads and 20-minute commercial breaks. And then they talk for like 5 minutes, take a call. We'll be right back, folks. And then they give you a cliffhanger. You don't know when to miss the next segment. So don't turn that dial. I'm like, oh, fuck. I still turn the dial. But then I turned the dial. I start listening to Funk Flex, listening to music. And then I forget to turn back to Hannity. And fuck, I missed I've been listening to the idiot for 2 hours to just listen to that one segment. And then I missed it because I was listening to Funk Flex. That's how they get you in the radio world. That's how they get you. So you gotta enjoy it. Freedom is beautiful. How much is freedom worth to you? Freedom is beautiful. Right? You go to these rallies, you get into violence, you punch somebody, then you gotta go to jail for assault. Is it worth it? For my country, for my message, for division. That's it. All division. They're dividing us. They're keeping us divided against each other. You gotta pay attention, folks. You gotta pay attention. Oh, they keep us divided. They tell us what we want to hear. So as long as we're mad at the other side and fighting each other, they have control over us. You know how scary it is to put 5 innocent kids in jail for all that time? That's scary. Could you imagine even now? Man, they could Photoshop you into a crime scene now. They could put your audio. They could do all this crazy shit now. Just to make sure they land you in jail. Like they did to these kids. Now Linda Stein, she made sure these guys went to jail. Like I think they lied to them. Man, that's somebody's kids. Yeah, they could fake your surveillance videos now. Yep. You go to Walmart, you see those cameras they got at Walmart now? Fucking scan your movement. They know how many times you blink. When you go, like they have the scan now. They got a fucking camera recording you. So every time you buy something, they already see who you are. Like, oh, okay. But we think it's convenient. Just think about it, ladies and gentlemen. Think about it. Sometimes we want things made easier. At what expense? At whose expense? That Linda Farstein wanted to get these kids. Everybody, like the media was behind it. Yeah, we gotta lock these kids up. Had to stop robots with cameras that follow people around. I gotta check that out. Stop and Shop. I think Walmart is like this whole big experiment on people. I always notice there's always fat people on those scooters in Walmart. Always fat. Like, it's not a disability. It's just. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm closing to an hour. I don't want to be here too long. I go to sleep. Thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for giving me 53 minutes of your life, of your time. It's beautiful. What, Thursday? Or is it Friday already? Have yourselves a good night. Make yourself great again. Thank you, Stefan. Appreciate it. Thank you, y'all, for participating in the chat. Really appreciate it. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. I don't know, for some reason I get like 20 thumbs down automatically now. The phone fell. Thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Have yourselves a good night.